This video covers the eye splice procedure for yellow cordage high performance double braids up to 3/4 inch. Be sure to use a needle to secure the core and sleeve of the rope approximately 10 feet down from the end. Milk the sleeve down 18 times the rope diameter, or in this case 9 inches for half-inch rope. Push the resulting sleeve slack all the way back to the needle. Using an appropriately sized fid, make a first eye mark in accordance with the rope type. This video shows type 2 products with the first eye mark made 3 and 1 short fid lengths from the end of the rope. For half-inch rope, this mark will be made at 37 inches from the end. Form the desired eye size and make a corresponding mark on the other side of the eye. Using a needle and waxed whipping twine, stitch the core and sleeve together on the inside of both the first and second eye marks. Tightly tie the tails of the whipping twine and cut off the excess. This will serve to keep the sleeve and core from moving while you perform the splice. From the first eye mark, make a new mark on the opposite side of the rope. These marks indicate the location that you will extract the core from the sleeve of the rope. When done correctly, the core should exit on opposite sides of the rope. Extract the core at the location opposite the first eye mark. You can extract the entire length of the core from the tail. Now extract the core from the location of the second eye mark. Confirm that the two sections of exposed core are located on opposite sides of the rope. Extract enough of the core to provide enough length to bury the tail of the splice. Use a needle to secure the core and sleeve and to prevent the core from slipping back into the rope. Tightly tape the end of the sleeve. Make a mark on the core approximately 1/2 of a fid length from the location that the core exits the sleeve. Insert your fid into the hollow center of the core, being careful not to split any of the strands. The fid should then exit the core at the location of the mark you made previously. Tightly tape the end of the sleeve into the hollow end of your fid. Pull the sleeve through the core of the rope, being careful not to induce any twist in the sleeve. Perform a quick box stitch at the location that the sleeve enters the core of the rope to prevent it from sliding out. Extract the sleeve from the location that exits the core and cut off the excess. Unravel the end of the sleeve and make a gradual taper cut along its length. Milk out the slack in the core, burying the tail of the sleeve. Line up the first and second eye mark and tightly tape them together. If you're inserting hardware in the splice, be sure to do that now. Insert the tail and the core into the back of your fid and tape it tightly. Insert your fid into the hollow center of the rope at the location adjacent to the second eye mark. Continue passing your fid into the center of the rope until the entire tail of the core is buried. It may be necessary on longer splices to do this in 2 attempts. If necessary, exit the fid from the core, pulling through the entire length of the tail and being careful to avoid any twist. Reinsert the fid into the hollow center of the core, using the existing opening formed when the fid previously exited the rope. Continue far enough down that the entire length of the tail will be buried. Using an appropriately sized fid, measure and mark 1 and 1/4 fid lengths from the end of the tail. Form your taper by marking the 1st and 4th strand pair, as well as a single strand at the 9th pair. Using a taper tool or a sharp knife, cut the strands to form your taper. Be sure to avoid inducing tension pulls or distorting the core braid structure while making your taper cuts. Remove the cut core strands and unravel the remaining section of the tail. Using a rope cutter or a sharp knife, make 3 successive cuts to form a gradual taper to the end of the core. Milk out the slack in the core so that the entire tail is buried. Remove the needle. Milk the excess sleeve slack back, burying the exposed core. Bury as much of the exposed core as possible by hand before moving your rope to a block and tackle setup. Collect all of the excess sleeve slack towards the eye and secure it with a needle. Put the rope on a secure block and tackle and apply load by pushing downwards on the rope. If the rope becomes stuck, you can soften it by striking it with a large fid or wooden mallet. Periodically apply load by either increasing tension with a block and tackle or by pushing downwards. You can disconnect the rope from the block and tackle when you feel that the splice is completely buried. You can take any remaining sleeve slack and pull it up into the base of the eye to bury the first eye mark. At this point, you can remove the needle, and your splice is complete when the first eye mark is slightly hidden below the sleeve of the rope. Be sure to perform a whip lock 1 inch below the base of the eye. Refer to the whip lock instructions at the end of the industrial single braid eye splice video.